This is the Cooler Master HAF 912 unboxing. I got this case for $59.99 off of newegg.com with free shipping. I like the box. As you can see, it's got the design. On the other side, it has the specs. On the other side, it has all the more intricate specs. And on the even opposite side, it has the dimensions. So it's a pretty nice box. It's just black and white, which is better, I think, than color boxes, because there's no need for a colored box. Alright, so let's get to opening the box with our handy dandy knife. Make sure to be careful while opening the box, obviously, because you don't want to cut your hand off. Come on, open box. When you open the box, this is what you'll see. Just styrofoam, a nice plastic bag, and then the case front. So they put the case pointing this direction in the box, so when you're opening it, be aware of that. Alright, once you get the case out of the box, you'll find that the styrofoam is pretty good styrofoam, if you can have good styrofoam. It comes with the little instruction guide right into the box. Let's get all this off. Alright, let's get a look at the front here. I really like how this case looks. It's got a very grungy, anti-ricer, I would even say, look to it, which I really like. You can see the front is meshed with these industrial-looking plastic fronts. It's got 2 USBs, a microphone, a headphone jack, a reset, a power button, and 2 LEDs. I'm assuming the power on and the hard drive indication LED. It has room for 4 5¼ bays with, I'm assuming, a cutout for a 3¼ bay if you decide to put a floppy or a card reader. On this side, you see the HAF design right there, a little logo, a fan port for, it looks like, a 112 or a 140. I'm assuming those are pretty standard fans. In the back, it's got the spaces for the water cooling. It has 7 PCI cutouts. It has a, looks like 120 millimeter fan on the back, and a bottom mounted PSU, excuse me, and it seems to have a side mounted PCI cutout, which is convenient for USB cards, anything that could maybe get in the way with your graphics card or such over on that side. If you take a look on top, you'll see that it has room for mostly any combination of fan. It has room for two 120s, two 140s. It looks like a 200 millimeter fan. You can pretty much put any combination of fan on the top and it'll go right in. So let's open up the side here. You see this side just has two thumb screws. Come out like that. This side just pops right off. On the inside, I see I have a little accessory box. A piece of paper. All the cords for the front. It seems here that the box fell out during shipping. It's not a big deal as long as everything's all nice and dandy in there. We can see that it has two hard drive bays, all your optical drive bays, and it looks like a mounted, probably solid state drive. You could just put it right up on there. The motherboard tray does not come out, but it's a budget case, so I didn't really expect it to. There is a hole for the CPU cooler mount that you can put back there, and it actually looks like there's a lot of space. Yeah, there's almost a hand width of space back there for cable management, which is really nice. Oh, I can see that there is a fan in the front here. It looks like to be 120 millimeters or 140. Can't see from here, but 120 is perfectly a content size. And on the bottom here, you can see it does have a port for your PSU, a little vent. And it seems to have a removable air filter, not as removable as it could be. Actually is pretty removable. Nice, it's probably washable. Feels like a nice texture. There are 4 rubber feet for your PSU. Alright, let's get into this accessories box here. As soon as I get it open. There's a bag of screws and zip ties and a motherboard speaker. There's 6 sets of drive locks. There is a cage. Seems to be a hard drive cage, either for probably a laptop drive or solid state drive. If you flip it over, it becomes both. And the 2 more rails for what I'm guessing is for the 3 1/4 drive bay that one of these 5 1/4s can become, which is actually extremely convenient. And that's it for the accessories box. Alright, let's get into this other side. There are just two regular screws. Just come out with a screwdriver. A little less convenient than, say, thumb screws, but I'm not going to need to get into this side very much. This is just black, a flat black color. It's nice. Alright, so here's the back. There's plenty of room for cable management. If you need more room than this, you have 190 wires going in and out of this thing. And you should really have more of a larger case than this. This case is actually pretty big for a mid-tower case. It's definitely the biggest mid-tower case I've seen. So there's just lots of space, lots of cable management holes, lots of tie-down spaces. There's about 10, more than that. The hard drives do have a bit of room. I would say about 1.5 inches of room, so you don't have to have those 90-degree SATA cables that a lot of cases are doing nowadays. So that's very good. Overall, I'd give the Cooler Master HAF 912 my recommendation for anyone who's looking for a mid-ranged gaming case with significant amounts of air cooling, affordability, and structural integrity. There just isn't a better buy than this.